What's up, guys? So I just wanted to say thanks real quick. We just hit 100K subs, I don't know, a week or two ago, something like that. And I wanted to share a story and a couple lessons I've learned, as well as some kind of cool stuff I'm going to give away and we're going to do just to make this more fun. So there's this famous story that I've always liked since I was a kid. It's called The Thief and His Son. So this thief and his son, you know, the thief is trying to train his son in this art of thievery. He's trying to show him all the skills he needs to be an incredible thief, not get caught, and make a lot of money and support his family. So every night this little thief's son is practicing his skills, he's creeping around, he's tiptoeing, and then finally his dad's like, you know, today's the day. It's the day where you become a man and you're gonna have your first real challenge. So they decide to go into this home, they hop over this wall, and then the dad says, all right, let's go into this place. So they creep in there, and as they're creeping into the bedroom, as they're creeping into the safe, the father pushes his son into the closet, slams the door shut, and yells, thief, thief, in the house. He starts banging on all the walls. The dad jumps out of the house, runs away. So the kid is sitting there in the closet, freaking out because his dad just ratted on him, and he's wondering what he's gonna do. He sees the lights go on, he's trying to figure out where these people are gonna come from, what they're gonna do to him, and as the people creep up to the door, he starts making mouse noises. So he starts making these little like ee type noises under the closet there. And the people are trying to figure out like, what the hell is this? So they open the door thinking it's a mouse or some animal. And as they open the door, this kid pushes the door into them, runs, jumps out the window, and gets home. Sometime later when he gets home, he sees his dad. And he's like, Dad, what the hell? Why would you do that to me? What's the matter with you? What's wrong with you? And his dad goes, now you are ready to become a thief. And to me, the story is so powerful because it's like, no matter how much analysis you do, how much thinking, how much training, nothing can ever prepare you for the arena in life. And at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is getting in the arena, getting your hands dirty and bloody, and getting bruised. And if what you want is some kind of dream that's still in your head, it's not a dream, it's a delusion, because you're not doing anything about it. And just like for me with YouTube, like 100,000 subscribers to a lot of people, that would be the dream. And to me, I never started YouTube because I cared about followers. I love the comments. The comments, like Gary Vee says, are my oxygen. It's one of the best parts, maybe the best part of my business. And I started though because I just loved uploading videos and I love teaching. And I think you'll find this trait in so many of the top YouTubers that are way, way, way more successful than me. But today I've got a couple little bonuses and some exciting stuff I want to share. And I also want to share a couple lessons that have made a big impact on my life that maybe will help you. Alright guys, so the next thing I wanted to share was a couple lessons I've learned recently that I think maybe will help you because they've helped me a lot. So the first thing is that when you're going after your goals, whether you want to be a YouTuber or you want to go back to school or push yourself through school, the self-doubt, in my opinion, never really goes away. You know, like for some people, having 100K subs would be the dream. Like that would be the coolest thing in existence. And you would think that if you've gotten to that point, you would have conquered a lot of your demons, right? You'd think that there'd be no fear about if a video is going to perform well, if your stuff is good enough, if you're good enough. But the reality is that, like, I still feel that every video I upload. I still feel that sense of uncertainty, like, wow, my views are so low compared to really big YouTubers. Or I feel that, I don't know if this video is going to work well. Is this video selling out? Is it just creating content that I want to perform well? And then why is it that when I create content that interests me a lot, it bombs? And so just this idea of you never really conquer those demons. At least I haven't. And I suspect that many of the most successful people in the world are just plugging along, doing their thing, fighting the demons every day. And sometimes it's just, you decide that every day you put on your brave face and you get up and you fight the dragon. You get in the arena even though you're terrified and you're peeing your pants. And you know, this metaphor is applicable to so many aspects of life. It's applicable to dating. You want to be the jaded person that's always afraid and they never go after the guy or the girl because they've been wrecked or destroyed or got the dagger in the heart once before. You want to not upload another video on YouTube even though that's your dream because the last one bombed, or you're new and they're not getting any views. Like that's no way to live. It definitely doesn't guarantee results you want. And so you know, the big thing for me is you just put on your brave face every morning, you put on the game face, and you just go. Like, that's it. You just show up. You just keep showing up. Sometimes it's just a matter of showing up, and then you get results. And sometimes it's just those little results are enough to keep you motivated to keep going, to get the big results that you want. The second thing is that a lot of people quit and they give up on their goals because, like, social media is such a good example. The people that make it big either have a lot of discipline and they're committed, or they love it. Like, the people that are the best in the world, a lot do have discipline, but a lot of people also love what they do. And it's the difference between uploading on Instagram or on YouTube or pursuing a goal because you're looking for the fruit, you're looking for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, versus doing something because you love the process. You know, it's just like playing tennis because you just love getting up and playing tennis. And then if you train every day, you're probably gonna be pretty good. It's just like wanting to become an author, not because you're looking for the shiny accolades and sitting down and getting your book signed, but because you love writing, or you just love your message. You feel like it's something the world has to see. And I think there's a big difference there. You know, from the outside, you may not be able to spot the difference, but the big thing is, from the inside, you can feel the difference. So the internal aspects of success and entrepreneurship and relationships are what you never hear about. Because people, you know, people only see the outside. They only see you with that attractive guy or that attractive girl, even though you may hate them inside. You may be like, wow, this person's externally beautiful, but their soul is hideous. Or it could be a friend, it could be a business colleague, it could be a successful person that's not a good person. And from the outside, everybody envies what you have, but on the inside, you feel disgusted. And I think paying attention to the internal process of success or goals or the relationship you're in, or writing that book or uploading to YouTube is just as important, honestly more important than, you know, the 100,000 followers. I mean, I've shared how my best friend committed suicide 2 years ago, and from the outside, everything was great. Like, he had this great girl he was gonna propose to, they were just gonna move in, his business was killing it, even though there were ups and downs like every entrepreneur has. And from the outside, like, the physical, material aspects of his life looked good, but from the inside, obviously they weren't. And I think no one likes talking about that because it's not sexy. You know, it's not sexy to be like, oh, my business is making so much money, but I hate my life. Because everyone's like, wow, you're so ungrateful that you're making tons of money, and the biggest problem in your life is that you're unhappy. You know, congratulations, I'm poor and unhappy. And no one can see the inside. No one can see the inside of your experience in creating whatever it is you want to bring to life, in dating, in traveling the world. No one can see that. And so of course people are going to focus on what they can see, the followers, the fame, all that BS. So I think if you can focus on the internal process, how does this feel while I'm doing it? Like, do I like the process? Do I like the day? This is that idea I talked about, where I talked about master your day, master your life. Like, one day is one lifetime. And the last thing I want to talk about here is this idea that, you know, there's 7 days in a week and some days isn't one of them. It's kind of one of those corny quotes that you hear. And there's so many people I hear, they want to do all these things, but there's some story. I can't travel the world because right now I have no money, or other people are depending on me. Well, find a way. I can't write my book because I work 10 hours a day and I'm tired after. Find a way. I can't get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or all my relationships fail because read a book on how to become better. Read a book on how to be better in relationships. Read self-improvement. There's just so many things people want to do, and it's so much easier to complain or be afraid and not act, rather than the only thing that matters, which is stepping into the arena and getting your hands dirty, getting bruised, bleeding, getting injured, and getting back up. There's just, it frustrates me because there's so many people that I know they could have a humongous impact on someone else's life, and even their own life, but story, you know, time, money. I can't because mom or dad says this. I can't because the person I'm dating or married to says this, or acts like this, or requires this of me. And there's a story or a saying that the richest and greatest entrepreneur that ever lived is buried in a grave. because basically the story is that he or she never had the guts to go after that entrepreneurial spirit, that idea, because to them it was too risky, or it was something they didn't think would pan out. So before this video becomes too long, I'm about to pop in the gym here, but I want you guys, first of all, I'm so grateful you've hung along, you know, stayed with me for 100,000 subscribers, and for obviously being a subscriber. But I want to know from you, like, what do you want from me? What could I do that's really sweet as far as a 100K giveaway? You know, I've been thinking about doing 30 days of dinners in LA. We're just like, we go out to dinner. I mean, that's it, really that simple. We would meet up, go out to dinner, and then I just want to hear your story. Like, it's not, you know, I don't want it to be awkward or formal. I just want it to be like two people meeting because I like meeting you and I want to hear your story and I want to learn how I can help you reach your own goals. So if that's something that appeals to you, if that's something that's interesting, comment there below and let me know, number one, if that interests you or if that's too intense. Number two, what else I could do to just, that would make this worthwhile for you. Leave a comment there below, and I'm grateful that you stuck around this long, and here's to the next 500,000.